Hello again, and welcome back for another exciting day of Tavern Talk. So let's play. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's just go here. Okay, so we're back for Act 2 of Starlight Sonata, Trouble in Paradise. Now, at the moment, I might not be able to get all the musical cues because I've taken the headphones off. But I can still see everything. And nobody really talks, so, except for me. So, it's the 9th of the astral moon. Start the day. Who are we going to see today? Clay and T are back. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I slept. I dreamt about the whale a lot. I can't get its song out of my head. That doesn't sound very restful. It wasn't. At home, we write songs for our dead, melodies that help them on their way to Tuat, like a musical torch. I think that maybe the whale knew just what I needed to mourn it. Okay. What have you been dreaming about, Tia? Stars! Surely messages from Lady Cassiopeia that are meant to guide me. Maybe that's her way of comforting you. She doesn't need to comfort me. And yet she still does. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, did you find the time to make some bread? I did. Decided on potato bread. I made you your own loaf so you can share it with your guests. I handed it to your little purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Oh no. Well, that's gone. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you enjoy the bread yesterday? Very much. I think we needed it. We both couldn't sleep, so we had some bread and just talked. I admit it was a pleasant way to wind down. What'd you talk about? Ferrets, I hope. Not quite. Many things. Like, I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far, though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories Elysian told me was of the ever-burning flame. It is said to be a gift from the Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from them instead. Blasphemous heresy is all that is. We should be thankful for the gift she has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide, no less. I've never visited it before either, but once I went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Vernica, you can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that all about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. Let's go with one more question. File one more. Ooh, what do I choose? What's your favorite animal? Why? I'm curious. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that before. You don't know what your favorite animal is? No. Do the dragons count? Not sure if you wanted to call a dragon an animal. You're right. That would be blasphemous. It would also be correct and funny, but their egos wouldn't take it. Tia, we have to figure out what your favorite animal is. Why? It doesn't matter. Of course it does. Getting to know yourself is one of the most wonderful experiences in the universe. I know myself. And yet you don't know what your favorite animal is. But don't worry, we'll figure it out together. Doesn't that sound fun to you? It doesn't. But thank you. Of course. Now, the quest. Of course. Should I add a quest about finding out what your favorite animal is? Yes. No. Don't worry, Innkeeper. I'll put one together myself. Thank you, Clay. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of the Divine Warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her fresh bread then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You! They like to eat you! Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this lowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming around the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. If that's of concern, I could offer you some citral. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citral can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and Citral will let you fight your way through any danger in no time, but the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. We're going with Clay's idea. So the honey flower... Wait. Those are honey flowers, right? Okay, so let's go with... mostly this. But two of these. Not the Frosted Lagoon. The Frosted Lagoon seems to be the best one, though. So let's go with the honey flower. There. And that has the one there. Oh. That's not gonna work. We're going to need... Let's try the first snow. So now we still need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 of these. Let's see how that works. I would love to hear that story about you befriending the Bleak Stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor, or your pecs. And a new approach couldn't hurt. Right, Tia? Exactly. I would like less dead creatures this time. Fine, I trust your ill judgment, innkeeper. Good, you should. Thank you for all your help, innkeeper, but we should also get going now. Okay, hopefully I didn't just mess things up completely because I haven't seen any spoilers, but I found out through joining the Discord that the drinks you choose for them have consequences on the storyline later. So there are many different endings depending on what drinks you give them, and I'm hoping this is a good one. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right potatoes. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh, yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Okay, come on, who's... Yes! Greetings, innkeeper! Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel just like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh yes, talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses. With my own two hands. Who does that? I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. God, I love all these characters. Oh, very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself from the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. When I was making my way to the bigger tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of their stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is all so exciting! But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. New drink time! Oh. Steel tonic. With the steel tonic running through your veins, you can become the buff party tank of your dreams. Its cooling qualities, mixed with surprisingly spicy aroma, boost your vitality to new heights and leaves you impenetrable to damage. Excuse me. That is, if they're even fast enough to hit you. So we need 3, L2, and 1. So let's go with no. No. Definitely not. That'll work. That. No. No, we're gonna go with the chilies. Get this all the way to the end. With 1 and 2. This guy gets 1 more. And then this guy gets 2. Oh, he only gets 1. There we go, the steel tonic. Protection against your arch nemesis, splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Wiltmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Deering mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Deering, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magically infused drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right! I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified for the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friends again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashley Grove themselves? It's more than I could ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Bukaki lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by chance? Oh, Carolyn? Yes, I know her very well. She's quite the local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. She single-handedly slew a wyvern chimera. That's incredible! This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride? How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. A summoning quest for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for the drink. Let's see, what do we have so far? Quests. That one is... Okay. That one, Melly and John are on. This one is Tia and Clay. That one's done. Okay. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Oh, you're new. Hey, how's it going? Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You got me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So you run this business, Illkeep? Correct, just me, my familiar in this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Oh, and with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name is Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Right. Okay. All right, Voy. Got it. That kiss. Oh, for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the boy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. What? Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. Okay. So that, but with the irresistibility. Oh no. Inspiration, haste, inspiration, frost armor, invisibility, fire resistance. Okay, so no infusions. We just need straight up charisma. Let's go with a classic Sully Breeze. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. But we need one more for there. How did I make the Sunny Breeze before I got infusions? Because it's full. So that's a +2 there. No. Okay. With the honey flower, which gives us 2 more here. 1 and 2. It has the 1 going there, and now the 1 and 2 going there to make the Sunny Breeze. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talents. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards and get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fizoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. Right. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really low. Yeah, maybe a little bit sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a little bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Yo! Okay. I don't watch enough of their content to know what voice I should do. So this person is just going to have my innkeeper normal voice. Because I do not want to get roasted for giving them the wrong voice. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern, and it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some changes in my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be an elite of a refreshment. I can't even. How about a drink? Yeah, Lloyd Jurley. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Oh. We did the Sunny Breeze before for Voy. We'll do the Spoken Heart for Quincy. Just so I'm not doing the same drink. So 3 and 1 and 1. Yeah, I got this. So 1, 2, 3. And we got 1. And 1. For the Spoken Heart. Here you go, Liquid Charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Sorry, excuse me. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So what brings you to this corner of the worlds? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fizoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold. Glistening light of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they didn't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your golden moon haiku. No, I didn't want to click that. Me too. Oh, Innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but more importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagine this so differently. Way easier, for sure. Moving from Tregarin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I've always dreamt of joining the SOV Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagum. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. Was nice to have you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Oh God, I gave them the same voice at different volumes. This is gonna be horrible. Okay. Welcome back. Quick, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Fire! It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives. Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you the story. Don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient, because Maya really needs a drink first. Oh, okay, she was raspy. Yes. Yes, please. No, she was like, yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. Oh, yeah, she had the... Okay. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something to make you feel as sturdy as a tree bark again. Okay, so I gave her the frosted lagoon before. Should we go for the steel tonic? Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we need... No. That's a minus, but if we get those two pluses, 3 and 2 there, we could get this to work. We go 1 and 2. One more here. And then 2 of this one for the steel tonic. Let's see if this is good. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. The pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Hi, you're welcome. But, Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. Oh god, I'm gonna be bleeding into crazy person with these two over here. Forgive me for Baya's voice. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So I have this group of I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so Sweet Baya over here has had this long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. I have quest information on all of those. Yes, the Mary Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yes, that's right. Anyways, the Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Oh, poor Baya. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. No, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. She's right. They've been through worse. But what if she's wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I would just might add my 2 cents really quick. Hi, I'm Void. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells. Sorry. Anyway. So, bye. That's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Ula for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in many years as an adventurer. Bai is also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Ooh, what a nice metaphor. I might have to use that for a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You want a spa? That's fantastic. Yes, you should come visit sometime. Void, that's short for voyage. Just Void is fine. Do you want to come to Ula? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Do you get a lot of customers? No. Lol. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spot my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Ilkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium long relationship on the line, remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Little Keep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Okay, new quest. We have Mary Morgan in the riverbanks. There we go. Let's try writing the Lagoon of Tranquility. The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the lonesome lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Baya, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couples counselor sorely needed. It'll keep. Okay, and then we should have... Yes, another one. This one I think is the Deria. Let's see if we go with that one. That one. And Deria. So now we have Fatal Company. Political tension ensued when the canal bridge connecting Deria to the mainland collapsed, especially because spinal rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he is still in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. If those travelers are cattle, anyway. So there we go. Now we clean up for the night. Okay. Okay. So I think, even though it's only just about 9 o'clock, we're going to call it a day for now. So I can rewatch all of the old streams and take notes on the different voices I gave people so I don't have to keep relying on my memory for what exactly they sound like. Because there's a few core ones I know are based off of specific characters that I don't forget. But as more and more characters get introduced, I need to keep a log. I knew there was going to be a lot of fun characters in this, but we keep adding characters and I keep duplicating voices. And gosh, it was fun seeing Quincy in this episode. That was a hoot. But stay cool, everyone. We'll definitely be back for more of this Tavern Talk on Monday. Not sure if I'm going to do a special bonus stream on Sunday. Depends on what's going on and what needs to be done. But I hope you guys all have a great night and weekend, and thanks for watching. Bye!